Okay, hello everyone. So, why don't you guys do me a favor and imagine for a moment that you all died. Just bear with me, okay? We died and we are in this version of heaven that has been taught to us, the one we have in our mind, or if you don't believe in that, manufacture one for a moment, okay? There are flying puppies and talking dolphins, leaping across a golden sea, and there are sassy cats. I like cats the way they are, so they are going to stay sassy in my version. But there are sassy cats roaming around you, and you've been given a tour. It's a whimsical scene. It's everything tailored to your every unspoken dream you ever had. And that tour takes you to this mysterious door, okay? And you've been told behind this door lies everything that technically belonged to you when you were on Earth. So you're curious, and the door flings open. The door flinging open shows everything, every tangible, intangible thing that you needed when you were on Earth, but you did not use. It could be a career path you did not pursue because you thought you were not good enough. It could be a relationship you did not cultivate because you hesitated. It could be a life-held dream that you gave up on because you thought it was impossible. And then you turn back, you're curious, why did I not have access to all of these? I could have made use of this. And you've been told that they were yours only had you asked. It's not about asking from God or Almighty or anybody. This is about grasping or taking the opportunity when it was presented to you. Did you take your chance? Did you ask for your chance? This story was told to me by my 10th grade homeroom teacher. It entirely shifted my perspective on life and on possibility. It put two things in me. One was, there is an entire possibility of me missing out on the really good stuff by not asking and just living my life the way it's going on with others. So fear of missing out by not asking. And the second thing was the power to ask and try. Because what's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm asking for a promotion, I may not get it, but they're not gonna fire me. I'm asking for more scholarship. What's the worst they can do? They'll give me 80% instead of 100%, but I asked and I tried. And I'm saying this because I have tried and I've gotten better scholarships and better bonuses, because you have to ask for what you want. There's always a chopping block around you. This lifestyle led me to navigating what I call the in-between. It's between what you think you are and the potential you have to become. The in-between of what skills you think you know and the skills actually you think you can learn and achieve. It's very simple. So if this in-between is so awesome and it opens up you to so many capabilities and possibilities, why are we afraid of that gap? It's because there's a tiny voice in the back of our head, as Zach was saying. It says you're not ready, you're not good enough, you don't belong, you will fail, and you don't know. But I'll be honest with you. Every breakthrough that has ever come across has not come from certainty, but almost always precisely due to uncertainty. It's where the genius lies, because when you're holding opposing ideas in tension, it's where you form a pathway for your brain to have transformative and innovative ideas. It's the moment in your life, moving forward, it's always not the fear of failure that gets us down the line. It's the nagging voice that I had that chance, had I asked, and I missed it. It's the nagging voice that I don't think I'd want to hear. So, the signs of the in-between that we're talking about. Remember the tension I spoke about, the opposing ideas? There are a few here, right here on the screen. Art and science gives you what? Innovation. Data and your intuition will give you great decisions. Your stability and risk will make you entrepreneurs, and your emotion with your logic makes you good leaders. This is what opposing ideas mean. In neurological science, we call this paradoxical thinking. What happens is, when you trigger different regions of your brain to act on seemingly opposing ideas, you automatically trigger yourself to create new neural pathways. This emerges into what makes you a resilient, adaptable, creative person. Personally, I believe that great minds are not the one with the answers, they are the one that are comfortable living in the question. So, if I'm talking so much about living in the in-between, I'm saying that because I think since the moment I was born, I've been living in the in-between. like most of us here. If you know anything about India, you understand the cultural and linguistic diversity India holds. So I am from North India, born and brought up in the South. So there's one language spoken at home, one between home to school. With friends, it's a different language at school, and with teachers, it's English. So if anybody ever asks me in Chennai, where are you from? I don't have an answer for them because I don't look like I'm from South, but my heart is from South. And then my journey took me to Japan when I was 17. So I come from a middle class, conservative family. Girls from our place don't go abroad, not at least at an early age. So when there was an opportunity presented at my school in a seminar, I just jumped at it because what's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna apply, they'll give me a scholarship, my parents will say no, and I'm gonna stay and do my graduation in India anyways. So what's the harm? The application process began, and I was warned by my teachers and my friends, because they knew what my parents were. So they were like, curb your expectations, but we will help you. We'll write you recommendation letters and we'll give you a good essay. We will do this, we'll do the application. Application happened, I got this scholarship. A little tougher in the house, but they said yes. And I was not going looking for a new narrative about myself. I knew who I was. I was always this person who couldn't stay in one place. Probably undiagnosed ADHD, I don't know, but I knew that I couldn't be in one place. I knew I'm the person who can adapt. And I was a little bit naive and a little bit cocky. And when I got to Japan, reality hit me like tidal wave. Everything was new. People were foreign, language is foreign, food is foreign. There are no relationships I could foster because I don't speak the language. I couldn't even eat the food because right now I would kill any of you for Japanese food, but I loved Japanese. I couldn't stand Japanese food, now I do. And all of it turned around for me. When I was so close to giving up, I stumbled upon Friends, the TV show. So let me remind you, I had no access to Hollywood whatsoever. So Friends was the first thing I saw. And reading and writing English is very different from speaking English. And that's where my journey began. I must have seen Friends over 35 times until I could think in English. That was my starting point. It broke open something in me. I can now speak 5 languages fluently, but watching Friends gave me a pathway to making friends because I didn't feel like an imposter anymore. I wasn't uncertain about anything. I just knew that I can communicate my feelings now, as Zach mentioned. And my life began from there. From my undergraduation in Bachelor's of Administration, Strategic Management Operations, I ended up getting a job offer to be a metrology diagnostics engineer. Have no idea, have done no science in my entire life. Science and me go in opposite directions. But when the opportunity presented itself with the competing offer of an HR job I was looking for, my father told me, they're gonna train you, you better become an engineer. So I became an engineer in one of the best companies in the world, ASML, that gave me all the experience, all the love I needed. But I realized something is pulling me back into business, and here I am in London. I did my London MBA, and with my 3 co-founders, I started a new company. So transformation happened when I allowed myself to just be in the uncertain for a while and let some answers come to me. Just grasp and hold the opportunity when it comes to you. And then you grow as a person because then you realize how every language is connected to a culture, to a thought process, and where everyone comes from. It gives you multiple perspectives on one idea. No one can beat you when you are a better listener than anybody else in that room. Don't strive to be the smartest person in the room, strive to be the second smartest person in the room, because then you know you're in the right room. That's the logic, right? So, mastering the in-between. We think in experiments, not in fixed outcomes. If something doesn't work out, it's okay, that was just first experiment. It didn't work out, we don't drop the idea. We are resilient now, we're gonna try again. Our life is a living laboratory. We redefine success. Success is not a bridge that you have to cross over, that you need to be earning 100,000 pounds a year or have been married and have 2 children by the age of 27. It is not that. Success is unique to every single one of you, to what you define success to be. And own your unique journey. If every one of us here has a unique fingerprint, DNA, face, why should our journeys be alike? We are the culmination of all the decisions we've made and all the decisions people have made for us so far. So you will decide what your path is going to look like. It doesn't have to be a manufacturing unit of, graduating MBAs and BBAs and then getting into the workforce always. Get into the workforce, get an experience. Want to start a company, want to go back home. There is no defined pathway. And then, because of that, I'm going to play a little game with you guys. Okay? Before I play the game, just remember, it is a simple thing. I just need you to have a good imagination for now. Okay, so close your eyes, everybody, for a moment. Okay. So now, pick a bag. It can be a suitcase, a trash bag, or any kind of bag. It can have any ornaments on it, or it can be as ugly as you want. We picked a bag? Just nod your heads. Nice. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to you're going to pick each and every problem you have in your life at the moment. You're going to pick anything that's an inconvenience to you, anything that keeps you up at night, anything at home that is not very happy, any and every problem, and you're going to start stuffing it in that bag. Just stuff it up. Just keep in mind that once you stuff it in that bag, that problem is not going to come back to you. So just put it in as much as you can. Yeah? Now I want you to close that bag and throw it up on the stage virtually. Just think there's a big pile of bags here up on stage for everybody, all the 50, 60 people in this room. It's up here on the stage. Okay? Throw in your bags, nod your heads. Good. Now open your eyes. Here's the twist. You have a choice. You can either pick your own bag, or you can pick a complete stranger's bag of their problematic trash. What do you think you're going to choose? Take a moment to think about it. In most cases, it's the bag that you own, that you threw up on the stage, because you and only you are equipped to handle your issues and your problems. You do not know what's in the fancy Louis Vuitton bag. It could be a murder in there. I mean, you don't know, okay? But you know what you are equipped with. So choose your bag, choose what problem you want to handle, and be comfortable in the in-between. Success is not crossing the bridge. Success is when you're comfortable walking a bridge which is under construction and celebrating each milestone each way. So, one last thing, keep in mind, the goal for me in my life is, if that version of heaven is real, I don't want to have many things left in that room. So you are just one bold question away from getting what you want in life. Thank you very much.